Cool. Hey, Callie. So your
Hi.
client of the month for September. Hey. And we've already got a photo of you in the studio with Aga. So, this is just a brief chat, really. So tell me, in your words, how long have you been training with us so far?
I actually had to think about that. I think it's about 3 months, potentially 2 months, which is actually a good sign that I can't remember because I've obviously been enjoying it.
You're not sort of ticking the days off.
Exactly. Yeah, I think about 3 months.
Great. Okay. And so, yeah, I think we had a chat about back in July. That's when you started with us. Now, what sort of can you recall what challenges you experienced or why you came to us in the first place?
I mean, partially was that I just was not active at all. And, I saw the Pilates studio. I've enjoyed Reformer Pilates in the past. And because you're so close to where I live, that removes one barrier to coming. I had been having a lot of knee pain. I've got a bad left knee. I've had some surgeries on it. So looking to strengthen muscles and stuff in the hope to avoid more surgery. And also just, general, heading towards 40 and wanting to establish a bit more of a healthy lifestyle and good habits before it kind of got too late.
Yeah. And were you doing anything before coming in?
No. Maybe the odd walk, but that was about it.
Yeah. Okay. And can you just tell us how many times a week do you train?
I generally train 3 times a week, 2 to 3 times a week. I have one session with Aga, a personal training session, and then I try to get to 2 group classes as well.
That's great. Cool. So as you said, it's good habits, consistency, right? So
yes.
Now the reason I suddenly thought, oh my God, yes, Callie has to be client of the month because of what you told me on Monday. So
yes.
When I failed that video recording, can you tell us again? It's just
So
in your own words, what happened?
I've got a 9-year-old daughter who has been going to gymnastics, and she challenged me to firstly a handstand competition in the pool, which I was able to do easily, and then got shallower and shallower until the water was well below my hips. And I thought, I can do this out of the pool. I can do this without the water, and was able to do a handstand and beat her. And then today I've been doing cartwheels with her, which surprises me. I'm definitely a lot stronger than I was 3 months ago.
Fantastic. And you mentioned something about your students noticing something as well?
Oh yeah, I've definitely on my arms, definitely more toned, and I'm a teacher and I teach high school students, and they did comment the other day that about my guns.
I tell you, if you've got high school students telling you this, then that's pretty good. Because
yes, yeah,
right.
I think actually my upper arms has been the part of my body where I've actually noticed the most change. Definitely.
Yeah. And do you think that if you can think back to what you were doing initially, like in terms of weight increase and stuff, have you noticed your strength increasing?
Definitely. I was on 3 red springs on the reformer today on my legs, and then I even body weight exercises. So when I first started doing a side plank, doing 3 sets of side planks on each side, like I was shaking and ready to fall down when Aga called time, but now I can get through them pretty easily. And she was talking today about doing them on my feet rather than on the side of my knees. So I'm definitely seeing improvements.
Fantastic. Cool. So if you had to say, if you wanted to achieve more in the next 3 months or so, is there another goal you want to try and get to?
I think,
or another result?
I definitely, I'm not too concerned about my weight, but I definitely like to see if I can maybe lose some centimeters around my waist. I make my own clothes, and I have been noticing that I've been having to sort of adjust those patterns a little bit more, particularly around the waist. My stomach's still quite toned, but I am noticing, a couple of centimeters around the waist, I think will be my next goal.
Fantastic. Cool. Great. Well, look, just a quick chat because, you're in your late 30s, you've got a daughter, you work full time, you're still making time to come 3 times a week. I think that's what a lot of people do struggle with, right? So if you had one bit of advice for people out there who are thinking about, oh gosh, I can't commit to 3 times a week, what would you say to them?
I mean, it is hard to make time, and for me, the biggest thing is actually making that commitment to someone. Like, I know this morning it was hard to get out of bed, but I knew that, you know, I'm meeting Aga at 10, and it motivates me not to kind of let people down. So I think making that commitment to yourself, but also to someone else, um, makes it easier to stay consistent, rather than, you know, prior to joining you guys, I was like, oh, I'm going to go for a walk 3 times a week. And it's very, very easy when you haven't made a commitment, to be too tired or something like that. So the commitment is definitely important. And then you can just put it in your calendar, and it becomes sort of just another meeting, really, that's in your calendar.
Exactly. Cool. Well, you are officially a fit nutter. So congratulations. Well, you will
Thank
always,
you.
but
Thank you very much.
Client of the month, huge inspiration, Kallie. So thanks very much for taking time to share your story with us.
Thank you, Ali, and thank you to the whole team.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Okay.